Hi, Con. Hi, Men.
Teacher.
Okay, let's see. I need to answer.
No, teacher.
Okay, so here we're going to do number 13 today. And we're going to do speaking test 3. Let's see if where's test 3. Test 2. Let's go to test 3. Here, test 3. And part 2 and 3. Speaking, test 3 speaking, part 2 and 3 here. Okay. Let's do part 2 first. Okay, Men, you can read the instructions for us.
It's quite an interesting discussions you had as a part of your work or study. You should say what the subjects of the discussion was, who you discussed the subject with, and what options were expressed, and explain why you found the discussions interesting. You will have to talk the topic for 1 or 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say, and you can make some notes to have you if you wish.
Okay. Okay, describe an interesting discussion you had as part of your work or studies. What the subject of the discussion was, who you discussed the subject with, what opinions were expressed, and explain why you found the discussion interesting. Speaking. Okay. Okay, Men. Now, what discussion did you find interesting? Did you have a discussion? You must talk about the discussion you had.
I was at school. Our semesters are hold a STEM day. That we have to make a project, something like technology. And our class are in group which have to make a robot. We discuss the subject with everyone in the class. We talk about the things, the materials, and the way to create a robot. Some students are creative. They can make a programs to run the robot. I found it interesting because it can have students gathering and and uh, and they will be more creative to think to solve some difficult problem when they make a robot.
Mhm. Okay, good. Con, what was your discussion about?
Last week my class has has a project about and we have to discussion about
What was your discussion about, sweetie?
of plan
Planes?
no
What's your discussion about?
discussion about planting a flower.
Planting flowers. Okay, and who was the discussion with?
My team.
Who was the discussion with?
Yes.
Who did you discuss it with?
My friends in team 2.
Okay, so that's your discussion. Now, say, for example, my discussion is about studies. Okay, so that's your discussion. Now you're going to say, who do you discuss it with? With friends. Now there are several opinions. Remember, your friends doesn't have to agree with you. So there's several opinions, and I choose the majority. The majority is what most of them said. Okay, so you choose the majority. Now we're talking about studies. Most of them are going abroad. They are studying abroad at a university. Reasons for this is to secure a career. And it's the best study facilities. Okay. In this side, I can say about choosing a university. The topic is about choosing university to study. About choosing university to study. And this side, we can say, few of my friends are going to study at home. And their reasons are, it's safe and it's a known environment. They are not going abroad. Okay, so this is a type of thing that you can do to make notes for yourself. Then you can also say, to make further notes to help you, you can say, let's put it this side, some more notes. You can say the subject of the discussion is study. We are going to study abroad, vs or versus study at home country. Okay, then next time we had the discussion with our friends, if they're going to study abroad or at home. Some friends gave vote in favor of studying abroad, and others on the opposite. Okay, another note, opinions like study facilities, standard of education, environment and job facilities, and career. We spoke about that. And then finally, we decided, you have to say what you decided. You decided that studying abroad has more benefits than studying at your home country. So these are just notes that we are talking about, okay? So these are the type of notes you can make when you want to prepare for your interview. Vocabulary that I can use here is words like overseas, issue. What is the issue? What is the dilemma? What is the problem? What is the chance? Enthusiasm. Well accepted. If you are at a well accepted university. Resources. Confident. These are words. Gather. These are words I can use in my essay that you just think about. What is the subject about? Studying abroad vs your home country. Who are you discussing it with? Your friends. What opinions were expressed? Some say deeper. There you can see the opinions. Okay, here. What is it? That is the topic. Okay, that is the topic there. Who to discuss it with? With your friends there. Opinions. Most of them secure reason facilities and they're studying at home. Okay, so that is your notes. So this is your notes. Let's clear this. I did save it. Okay, now you start writing your essay. Now you start saying it. So you can use this for your own points. Now, Min, you spoke about robots with your friends, several opinions. Now there must be at least 2 opinions. Some are agreeing with what you are discussing and somebody else is disagreeing what you are discussing and the outcome of that. Same with you, growing plants. Some will say why it's good to grow plants and others will say why it's not good to grow plants. Okay, so this is what you can use. So you can, I'm going to show you my example and then you can say your own example and do your own. Okay, let's see. So you can start off with, thank you for the cue card. Like every other person, I have had many discussions or conversations, on different topics with different groups of people. For this cue card, I would like to talk about a discussion at my university as part of my assignment given by our social studies teacher on the comparison between studying abroad and studying at your home country. Okay, I'm just going to give you an example. Then we're going to go back to my previous drawings and you're going to do your own and talk about your own, okay? The discussion took place when some of my friends and I were having our lunch at the university cafeteria. One of my friends suggested that we should have a discussion on the issue so that we could have a better preparation for our assignment on the following day with our teacher. Fascinatingly, I was also planning to study a 1-year-long master's course on social studies. And I was in a dilemma. That means problem, dilemma on where to study. So I took the chance of joining the discussion. Maybe and I may have been more eager than others. So now I'm saying where it took place, who it took place with, and what are we discussing. Okay, then you're going to say what the opinions were. So this is what you can start off with. Thank you for the cue card. Like every other person, I have had many discussions and on different topics with different groups of people. For this cue card, I would like to talk about a discussion at my university as part of my assignment given by our social studies teacher on the comparison between studying abroad and studying at our home. The discussion took place when some of my friends and I were having lunch. Now you can say here, one of my friends suggested that we should have a discussion on the issue so that we could have a better preparation for our assignment on the following day with our teacher. Fascinatingly, I was also planning to study 1-year-long master's course on social studies and was in a dilemma on where to study. So I took a chance to join the discussion and I may have been more eager than others. Now, you're going to say the opinions. A few friends and what they said, and on the contrary, most of the friends also said this. And then you're in the end, all of us came to the agreement that studying in a foreign developed nation country is better. Now you can say here your reasons. A few friends suggest that you must go abroad, or your reasons there. Your second one, these are the two opinions fighting against each other, almost like a debate. On the contrary, most of my friends, and then they say their opinions, and then you end off with, in the end, all of us came to the agreement that studying abroad and foreign countries is best. So that is how you can start it off. Okay, this is just the example. Let me just quickly. Okay, so this is just the example of how your essay can look. So you use my previous drawing to help you with what you want to say here in your essay. Okay, Min, do you want to try yours again? Tell me about the discussion. Tell me about your robots. So you can also start off with, thank you for the cue card. Like every other person, I had discussions. I would like to talk about a discussion at my school or my study group or my friends as part of my assignment given by a social teacher. We are talking about robots. The discussion took place. Where did it take place? What was the opinions discussed? And why did you find it interesting? Okay, man, let's go.
Thanks for the cue card. Like every person, I have many discussions on different topics with different groups of people. For this cue card, I would like to talk about decisions at my secondary school as a part of my team project given by the residents of my school to create a project on a STEM holiday. On those occasions, our group chose to create a robot.
Mhm.
Once of my friends suggested us we should set up a robot with a brain. Uh, these opinions were divided into two groups. Once a group suggested us they should add a professionals program to have, but the other said that uh, this that that one, but the other said that it's not it is not necessary because the product is only for show, so it's don't need to have activities. In the end, all of us came to the agreement that we don't set up a brand, but we will uh, we will create app an app to control and and to describe it to my teacher.
Okay, is that your end?
Um, during the time we work together, we feel very happy and we found it very interesting because we have to think a lot. We had to we need we have a time we have a great time to work and complete a project together.
Okay, good. That's a good try. Khan, do you want to try?
Mm.
Khan? Khan, do you want to try?
Mm.
Okay, start. Thank you. Khan, sweetie, I can't hear you.
I don't speak.
Why?
Thank you for the cue card. Like every other person, I have had many discussions on different topics with different groups of people. For this cue card, I would like to talk about a a discussion uh, of planting trees by uh, uh, given by our our teachers in on the uh, on the comparison in between some flowers. The discussion took place when uh, mm, the discussion is was organized uh, in my class, and all of my uh, all of my friend uh, is in a different room. One mm, and so and some of my friends is was talking about planting a flower. So I took a change of joining in the discussion, and I may have been more eager than others. A few friends suggest uh, we should uh, we should plant uh, plants orchard, because it's uh, mm, be, 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 because it's very beautiful, and it have a lot of convenience, but but it a little hard to grow. On the contrary, most of my friends are are in uh are in growing uh apriot, because it uh, it is a flower that it easy to to plant, and it very popular uh, in today. In the end, all, all of us came to the agreement that growing apriot.
Okay, good. Okay, let's save this. Okay, good. Remember, you have to say the two opinions and what was expressed, okay? It's very important to say that. Okay, let's have, yeah. Okay, let's go to this one. Okay, yeah. Okay, men, why is it good to discuss problems with other people? That's interesting. Why is it good to discuss problems with other people?
Well, I think we can talk our problem to whoever we trust, uh, such as our friends or family. Sometimes the, the problem come from different sources.
Again?
Uh,
You think it's good? Why?
things we I think we can talk. It's good for us to talk about our problem to whoever we trust, such as friends or family, because in some details and in some particular situation, such as a risk in work, in study, we can share it with with my with our friends, so she so they can understand the issues easier than my family members. But when I have
Mm.
when I have problem with a social skill or some, we, but when we have a problem with social skill, we can ask our family members to have, because they know is very they they can define our problem and have us to solve.
Okay. There is a number of benefits of discussing problems with others. It helps a person to make good decisions. It also prevents us to take any rash decisions, which can lead to any big damage. When we discuss problems with our relatives and friends, we can learn about various aspects of a problem and find out solutions together. This provides us with strength and confidence. This provides us with strength and confidence. Okay. Let's go on to this one. Do you think that it is better to talk to friends and not family about problems? Khan?
I think it's not better to talk with friends, but not talk with family, because uh, my family in my because when I talk to my friends, uh they they will not help enough like my parents and my with my enough but as my parents and
And okay, I do not consider such an idea as a good thing to do. Talk to friends and not family about problems, okay? I think family is the first place to share any problem or any thoughts, because the family members can easily realize the feelings or emotions of a person when he or she is in a problem or has a problem. Friends can also help in making the decisions. However, family is the first place to consider here. I do not consider such an idea as a good thing to do. I think family is the first place to share any problems or any thoughts, because the family members can easily realize the feelings or emotions of a person when he or she is in a problem. Friends can also help, but family, I think, is also the best to talk to. Okay, men, is it always a good idea to tell lots of people about a problem?
No. To me, I think no. I think that by the fact that speaking to each other about our problem can help us relieve stress or feel less a burden. But talk, 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 talk a lot is might not good. Firstly, many people, I think, they don't have enough time to and talk and have us to solve our problem because they can get annoyed if they are disturbed too much. Secondly, is about the about some secret of our life and 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 I and I don't want to share it with each other.
So you can say, no, I don't suggest anyone to do so. I think most people might not understand what you are going through when you are in a big danger or require the best suggestion about a matter. Family members and close friends are the people to whom you can talk about such problems. Sharing a problem with lots of people might make it look like a joke. Sometimes it's not a good idea to share it with lots of people. I don't suggest anyone to do so. I think most people might not understand what you are going through when you are in a big danger or require the best suggestion about the matter. Family members and close friends are the people to whom you can talk about such problems. Sharing a problem with lots of people might look like a joke. What do you think, Khan? Should you tell your problems to lots of people?
No, I don't suggest anyone to do so. I think most people might not understand what you are going through, and when you are in a big danger or require the best suggestion about a matter. Family members and close friends are the people to whom you can talk about such problems. Sharing a problem with lots of people might make it look like a joke.
Good, well done. Okay. All right, so I want you to especially go back to part 2 and see if you can make your write your own one, okay? Start with my ideas and then you write your own one, okay? All right, you did very good today. Well done. We're going to stop here only at 40 minutes because we don't have time for more now, okay?